Hey guys! In today's video, I'll be reviewing the top 8 best gaming monitor. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to rank them based on their quality, durability, customer reviews, and more. If you want to know about the best pricing and more information, you can check the description links below. Number 8 in my list is Samsung Odyssey Neo G9 gaming monitor. The best just got a whole lot better. That's surely a foregone conclusion for the new Samsung Odyssey Neo G9. After all, the original Odyssey G9 was already Samsung's tip-top gaming monitor. Now it's been given the one upgrade it really needed. Yup, the Neo G9 is packing a mini LED backlight. Out of the box, it looks identical to the old G9. Deep inside, however, the original G9's single most obvious shortcoming has been addressed. And then some. The Neo G9 still has a fantastic VA panel, but its new backlight is what counts here. It offers far more than just edge-lit dimming. It packs a cutting-edge mini LED tech with no fewer than 2,048 zones. This thing is several orders of magnitude more sophisticated than before. As if that wasn't enough, the Neo G9's peak brightness has doubled to a retina-wrecking 2,000 nits. What a beast! The problem with any backlight-based rather than per-pixel local dimming technology is that compromises have to be made. Put another way, an algorithm has to decide how bright any given zone should be based on the image data. The results are never going to be perfect. Visible halos around small, bright objects are the sort of issue you expect from full-array dimming. But the Neo G9 has its own surprisingly crude, backlight-induced image quality issues. Admittedly, they're most visible on the Windows desktop rather than in-game or watching video. Number 7 in my list is Pixio PX277 gaming monitor. The Pixio PX277 Prime is about as bare bones as it comes in regards to gaming monitors. Designed with a sci-fi theme in mind, the base is sharp-looking, and a lot of thought certainly went into the thing's build quality. The thin bezel is always a plus in our book too. Here, this 27-inch panel provides frames at a stable 165 Hz refresh rate. Not the speediest, but certainly workable for competitive gaming. The 1 millisecond gray-to-gray response time doesn't hurt for gaming either. As a FreeSync certified monitor, AMD users can be sure of a tear-free gaming experience. At 1,440 pixels, you get a good pixel density for the size of the monitor, and the image is pretty sharp to boot. The screen itself is advertised as anti-glare, and we're seeing that it holds its own in most brightly lit environments, though doesn't do so well in dim spaces. The Pixio's contrast sits at 1000:1, which isn't the greatest, we admit, but the colors can be tuned to create a punchy and accurate image with a bit of fiddling. It would have been nice to see this out of the box, however. Number 6 in my list is Dell S3222DGM gaming laptop. We all love to have $1,000 burning a hole in our back pockets to blow on a new gaming monitor. It's a 32-inch beast with a VA panel running at up to 165 Hz and delivering 2,560 by 1,440 pixels. Yup, the tried and tested 1,440 pixels resolution. The sweet spot for real-world gaming according to many. The perfect balance between performance and visual detail. The catch is all that normally applies to 27-inch models. 32 inches. That makes for a pretty big panel for 1,440 pixels in terms of pixel density. Where the low pixel density hurts most is actually in Windows. If you like crisp fonts and lots of desktop real estate, this isn't the monitor for you. For everyone else, well, it comes down to the value proposition. There are faster monitors. There are monitors with superior IPS-powered image quality. There are monitors with all kinds of HDR support not found here, and others with far more pixels or more dramatic aspect ratios. This is a gaming-centric monitor without any HDR support, but based on VA panel technology. So the peak brightness is 350 nits, static contrast is about as good as it gets, and there's official AMD FreeSync Premium certification. Rounding out the basics is a gentle 1800R panel curve. It's a slightly odd, though not actually unique, feature for this class of display. Curvature is a more obvious and natural fit for ultra-wide displays. On a conventional 16:9 panel, we still need a little convincing. Number 5 in my list is MSI Oculux NXG253R gaming monitor. Refresh rate, resolution, black levels, panel size pick 2. That's been the PC monitor buyer's dilemma for several years now, since we collectively that yes, playing at a higher refresh rate does actually make you better at Counter-Strike. MSI's latest panel, bearing the catchy moniker Oculux NXG253R, aims to at least address the most common trade-off in modern gaming panels: refresh rate for color quality. Whereas the majority of high refresh rate panels are VA or TN screens with limited viewing angle and shallow colors, MSI's latest is built around an IPS panel with all the inky blacks and rich colors that technology brings with it. Traditionally, IPS has been slower to the party since it's costlier to manufacture high refresh rate panels, but evidently enough of us are sold on 120 Hz and beyond. Way beyond, in fact. This is the first 360 Hz monitor I've played on, and I must admit to being special about whatever marginal gains I might see in performance. 60 Hz to 120 Hz is transformative, but 120 Hz to 360 Hz. Surely one's gaming performance doesn't increase exponentially, and don't eyes only see 60 FPS anyway? Number 4 in my list is Dell S2722DGM gaming monitor. Much like the mystical ways of the Force, PC gaming is all about balance. There's little point weighting your system too heavily in one direction without paying attention to the whole package. Why bother pairing your RTX 3080 with a 60 Hz 1080 pixel screen? Likewise, why spend big on a 4K monitor when you're only sporting a Radeon RX 6600? The classic 27-inch Dell S2722DGM marries that screen real estate with a 2560 by 1440 native resolution, which gives you a great pixel pitch for fine detail. At 1440 pixels, it's also a decent resolution for getting high frame rates without the GPU demands of a 4K display. It's also capable of delivering that resolution at 165 Hz, which is appreciated. At 2 GTG response, it's just a hair behind the ratings of the best IPS panels, so you're covered when it comes to speed. That said, you can find quicker panels if you really want to chase speed. This VA panel does have a high contrast ratio, at least given the technology's inherent strong contrast. As for picture quality, the Dell S2722DGM is a reasonably punchy and vibrant monitor considering it's a pure SDR panel. The strong inherent contrast certainly helps with that, ensuring you don't feel shortchanged running games like Cyberpunk 2077, which support HDR in SDR mode. USB Type-C connectivity doesn't feature, but the dual HDMI and a single DisplayPort connections are just fine, even if the HDMI ports top out at 144 Hz rather than 165 Hz. This Dell monitor is most importantly available at a great price. Dell delivers high-quality gaming panels with all the features you need and a few extraneous ones to bump up the price. And that makes it one of the best gaming monitors for most PC gamers today. Number 3 in my list is Gigabyte G27Q 27 gaming monitor. The G27Q proves that you don't need to spend a fortune for a decent IPS 1440 pixels display. At around $330, Gigabyte's 27-incher packs in plenty of sought-after features, but more importantly, it provides rich color and smooth gameplay. As a flat 27-inch display with a design that wouldn't stand out in an office environment, it looks pretty pedestrian. But it's actually one of the best gaming monitors I've had the pleasure of using. Not only does it have a gorgeous, vibrant IPS panel with 8-bit color with 92% DCI-P3 coverage, it's also HDR capable. As someone who loves visual fidelity, I appreciate this resolution for clarity and performance. Even the humble GTX 1660 Super in my desktop is comfortably driving games at 60 FPS at high settings. If you spend all your time playing or Valorant, then the 144Hz refresh could hold you back a bit, but that 1 millisecond response time sure helps. The Gigabyte G27Q handles gaming with aplomb thanks to adaptive sync via AMD FreeSync Premium. It's also G-Sync compatible, so whether you are team green or red, the G27Q plays nice. I didn't have an AMD GPU to test, but I did use an NVIDIA-powered desktop and laptop. Neither had any problems running games with G-Sync enabled. Movies and videos on Netflix and YouTube fare a lot better though. Sadly, my Xbox One X wouldn't recognize the G27Q as HDR capable, but even the SDR mode on the G27Q is excellent, so I didn't miss much. Number 2 in my list is LG 27GN 950B gaming monitor. 4K gaming is a premium endeavor. You need a colossal amount of rendering power to hit decent frame rates at such a high resolution. But if you're rocking a top-shelf graphics card, like an RTX 3080 opens in new tab, or RX 6800, then this dream can be a reality. And combined with the crazy sharp detail that comes with the 4K pixel grid, that buttery smooth 144Hz is pretty special. LG's default calibration is virtually faultless, with impeccable detail in both black and white scales. Beyond the strict metrics, it's a seriously vibrant and punchy display in terms of image quality on the Windows desktop. Hop in game and it's just as impressive. We'll never tire of the buttery smooth goodness that is 144Hz, but combined with the crazy sharp detail that comes with the 4K pixel grid, well, it's pretty special. The LG Ultra Gear 27GN 950B bags you a terrific panel with exquisite IPS image quality. Despite the lesser HDR capabilities, it also nets beautiful colors and contrast for your games too. G-Sync offers stable pictures and smoothness, and the speedy refresh rate and response times back this up too. Number 1 in my list is Alienware 34QD gaming monitor. Monitor has truly arrived on PC and in ultra-wide format no less. Alienware's 34QD OLED is one of very few gaming monitors to receive such a stellar score from us, and it's no surprise. Dell has nailed the OLED panel in this screen, and it's absolutely gorgeous for PC gaming. Although this monitor isn't perfect, it is dramatically better than any LCD-based monitor by several gaming critical metrics, and it's a genuine thrill to use. What that 34-inch 21:9 panel can deliver in either of its HDR modes, HDR 400 True Black or HDR Peak 1000, is nothing short of exceptional. The 3440 by 1440 native resolution image it produces across that gentle 1800R curve is punchy and vibrant. With 99.3% coverage of the demanding DCI-P3 color space and fully 1000 nits brightness, it makes a good go, though that brightness level can only be achieved on a small portion of the panel. Still, there's so much depth, saturation, and clarity to the in-game image thanks to that per-pixel lighting. But this OLED screen needs to be in HDR mode to do its thing. And that applies to SDR content too. HDR Peak 1000 mode enables that maximum 1000 nit performance in small areas of the panel, but actually looks less vibrant and punchy most of the time. While we didn't sense any subjective issue with this 175Hz monitor, there's little doubt that if you're gaming fun and success hinges on having the lowest possible latency, there are faster screens available. You can only achieve the full 175Hz with the single DisplayPort input too. The Alienware 34QD OLED's response time is absurdly quick at 0.1 milliseconds, however, and it cruised through our monitor testing suite. You really notice that speed in-game too. Alright guys, this was our today's video. If you find this video helpful for you, then like the video, and if you come to our channel first time, then hit the subscribe button for our amazing upcoming videos. Be sure to check out the links in the description for the updated price of all products discussed in this video. Hope you have a great day and see you soon in the next video.